Hey all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically the Smoky Mountain National Park. We are here at the Oconaluftee Visitor Center, where it is home to a very infamous farm, a farm that belonged to a very infamous man. They also have a museum inside. I think we're gonna head in and check the museum out first. Follow me. We'll just head right in. Wait. Oh, apparently our government is shut down, and this is closed with no opening in sight. You can get a look at a giant map in there through the window. If we look in this window, we see that they have some holiday memories. Oh man, I can't even pee. Look at this. Bathrooms are locked because of the federal shutdown. Okay, I am not kidding. This is pure chaos. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people parking, a lot of people poking around. There is a lot of people pooping and peeing back behind the building because they don't have access to the bathrooms. It's pretty insane. I've seen like a line of people peeing and pooping behind the building. Chaos reigns. Well, at least it's good they can't shut down nature. I do like this picket fence here.
I know we have a lake and all, but
well, the farm part is actually open, I guess, just because there is no gate. The doors are locked because of the government shutdown, but if you peek in the window, you can see there's a broom and an old-timey piano. Looks like there may be a loom in that back room. You can see that people just leaving trash wherever because the garbage cans are locked, and there's no one picking any garbage up. Alright, so what I was talking about earlier, this is the Enloe farm, belonged to Abraham Enloe. And the interesting history about Abraham Enloe is that there is a strong contingent of people out there who believe him to be the biological father of Abraham Lincoln. Now as the legend goes, the young Nancy Hanks, the mother of Abraham Lincoln, she was a maid here on Enloe Farm. And the proprietor of the farm, Abraham Enloe, impregnated her with a baby. So Enloe knew he was in hot water. So he arranged to have the family moved out of the state. And he contacted his acquaintance, a one Thomas Lincoln, and asked him to agree to marry Nancy Hanks and to raise her child as his own. And Thomas Lincoln agreed. And so the speculation is that Abraham Lincoln was named after Abraham Enloe, his biological father, who ran this farm. And I know a lot of people, this is a hot topic, a lot of people don't like me telling these stories. And I'm not saying that I know that this is true or that I necessarily even think this is true, but there's actually no photographs of Abraham Enloe, so you can't really compare. However, there is photographs out there of Abraham Enloe's son that looks almost exactly like Abraham Lincoln. So, coincidence, maybe not. And the one thing though that I want is they have a piece of Lincoln's skull. They have Lincoln's DNA at the Smithsonian Museum of Medicine. Why don't they just run a DNA test on that, run a DNA test on the living Enloe relatives, and see who is the father? Here is the hog pen Sadly, there are no hogs to wallow in this glorious mud. Bob was here. Bob visited the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and especially enjoyed these historic buildings. He liked them so much, he wrote his name on the wall of the barn. He did not seem to care that these historic structures are protected by the law as part of our nation's heritage, just like the Statue of Liberty. Imagine if Bob wrote his name on the Statue of Liberty. Uh-oh, Bob committed a crime. Visitor reported his vandalism. Park ranger gave Bob a ticket. He paid a $100 fine. That's not that much. If his case had gone to court, he would have been fined up to $5,000 and 6 months in jail. So he got off easy. Bob only got a $100 fine, and he could have gone $5,000, 6 months in jail. Bob would not have done well in prison. It's like, what are you here for? Oh, I was a serial killer. What are you here for? Oh, I wrote my name on an old barn. There's some heirloom apple trees in this little pen, and it says right here, visitors are welcome, elk or not. Elk can't read. An elk's not gonna get what that means. They're just gonna walk right in. I feel compelled to say something, and this is not a political statement. This is not a political argument. I don't like government shutdowns. And again, government shutdowns have happened under Democratic presidents, under Republican presidents. I feel that the operation of the government should not be used as a bargaining chip, because that does nothing but punish Americans. We elected people to come up with compromises. I'm certainly not going to weigh in on the debate that, or the compromise that can't be reached that caused this shutdown, but they can leave the government temporarily open. All they have to do is sign a temporary agreement while they're debating the other topic. It's not fair. These federal employees that are out of the job, don't have an income on Christmas, traveling families can't visit museums like the Smithsonian. Like, so I hear people pooping and peeing out behind the buildings because the bathroom's closed. That's on them too. I mean, I don't agree with the government shutdown. That certainly doesn't give you the right to poop in a national park. Yeah, it's just, please, people from both parties, you know, we can disagree, we can argue the issues, but let's not shut the government down, because the only reason that is ever done is to try to make the Americans angry at one part or the other. It's everyone's responsibility to come up and keep our government running. Just like a business, you wouldn't shut a store down because management can't agree on something. Let's get this government back open, guys. This one's in the bag.